Welcome to the Champ Show. I'm your host, Isaiah Davis, here with
Luke Dot.
Today, we're getting into a lot. We have not recorded in a little bit, so we got a lot of stuff to catch up on, even though you guys have been getting episodes every week, because we got y'all. Last week was Luke's birthday. He's 15. He's a big boy now. We went to a Predators game, and we're also going to be talking about everyone who has been released in the NFL and who's been franchise tagged. Does Kalen Clark deserve more money? We'll see. And we'll also be talking about Russell Wilson and the $85 million cap hit. All getting into this in just a little bit, with also retirements in the NFL. And this is actually a really good time to promote our Instagram. Yes, the Champ has an Instagram. Not just me, the Champ. The Champ podcast that you're listening to right now has their own Instagram. They are posting about us, Luke and me at the hockey game, me at the MTSU basketball game. If you guys want to see what we're up to, I mean, you can follow our regular Instagrams. But the Champ has got y'all. Any sporting events that we go to, anytime that we are recording, we literally posted it on our story that we are recording right now. So thank you for the people that are actually following us right now. We have 10 followers, and you guys can follow this whenever. It's called the Champ Pod. The Champ Pod. So make sure to follow that. Once again, the Champ Pod. You guys can send us in questions there. DM us. Just go follow it. Share it to everybody. There is a link to the podcast on there as well, and to the YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Once again, that is the Champ Pod on Instagram, the Champ Podcast, the official Instagram account of the Champ Podcast.
And now we are going to talk about what we have been up to this week. So, I have last Tuesday I went to a Preds game with Isaiah over here, and it was a very great game, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was an awesome game. Luke actually got a puck from Roman Yossi. Shout out to Abby. She made the amazing sign. It was actually a pretty good sign. We might have to. I think that's on the Instagram. So if you guys want to go check out the Instagram, once again, go check it out, guys. The Champ Pod. It's fire. You already know it. The Preds won. What was the score?
4-1.
That's what I was gonna say. And they improved their win streak right then to 7 wins, right? So, and Luke and me actually got on Valley Sports, I guess like show after their post game show, and it was funny. I was promoting the Champ on the background. So if you guys want to see that too, it's also on the Instagram. A lot of things are gonna be on the Instagram and the YouTube, guys. A lot of inside stuff on the Instagram. So make sure to check it out again. I also went to a MTSU basketball game 2 Saturdays ago. I think so. And they ended up winning actually against Western Kentucky. A lot of Western Kentucky fans were there, I will say. A lot. Because it's only like an hour and a half away, I think, is what my dad told me. But they ended up winning. It was actually a really close game. We were holding them off like in the first half, and then they started to come back on us in the second half. But we ended up pulling out with the win, so I was really excited about that. Have we done anything else? Have you done any cool stuff, Luke?
No.
Yeah, other than sporting events, our life is very boring. Very boring. So this is why we have something to fill our time with. I mean, I guess we have school. I'm on spring break, and a lot of you guys are like, "What in the world? Why is this guy on spring break?" So apparently, I'm homeschool. I'm going to say it right now. Our tutorial follows MTSU's like breaks. So because they have a lot of siblings that go to MTSU, which is a little biased, but I guess we just get off. We follow MTSU schedules. So thank you for the MTSU people that are listening to this as well. Once again, if you guys are an athlete, please DM us. DM the Champ, okay? DM the Champ. We're always checking. We're DMing people trying to get them on. If you guys are an athlete, or you guys know somebody, have them reach out to us or tell us to reach out to them. It would really help if they reached out to us personally. So, but yeah, that's what we've been up to. 2 minutes and 40 seconds of that's what we've been up to. We're gonna get better at telling you guys about our life, but mostly sports.
And now we are going to talk about the players who are going to become free agents next week. They are Xavier McKinney, Calvin Ridley, Baker Mayfield, Michael Onwenu, Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, Christian Wilkins, and Chris Jones.
Yeah, these are a lot of decently good players. I think the biggest name on this list is it's got to be Saquon, right? Personally, I think it's gotta be Saquon. Baker Mayfield is probably the second quarterback that you want on your team if you're a free agent team looking. If you're a team looking for a free agent quarterback, it's either Kirk Cousins or Baker Mayfield. Now
Well,
there's big things. Luke, you got something?
definitely Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill, is he a free agent? He's done.
He's a free agent.
All right, Ryan Tannehill's a free agent. I don't know if they're gonna sign him back or not.
I would
Uh,
think so.
yeah, Malik Willis. How long does he have left on there? I don't know. Malik Willis, he's probably not going to be. I don't know if they'll keep him as backup. They could trade him at the draft, so that's going to be a big thing that's coming in. I wonder if any teams will hold off. I highly doubt because he honestly just doesn't look good. Once again, you can't judge a player their first year unless they literally just cannot throw a ball at all. So I mean that's the one time that you guys can do that for sure. But I mean personally, you could look for him as like a backup quarterback, but Kirk Cousins is probably your top option. Only reason I think you would take Baker Mayfield over Kirk Cousins is the age. Baker Mayfield's like 26, right? Around 26. And then what's his name? Kirk Cousins is like 33, 32,
Something like that.
something like that. But there's also a player who's going to be in free agency. Luke, do we know who it is?
Marcus is Derrick Henry.
Well, he's also going to be in free agency. The Titans did not franchise tag Derrick Henry today. So that means he's no longer a Titan. Now, it could be signed by the Titans, which we'll see what happens. But I think at that point, if the Titans were to sign him back, they'd be like, hey, you're not going to be our number one running back. We're just going to kind of keep you there for a locker room presence, would also be nice. But once again, he's probably going for a ring. I would think so, because the Titans sure aren't going to get him that. At least in the next year, couple years coming up, we are in a rebuilding stage, but we're building some weapons around Will Levis. I'm excited what we're gonna do. We'll talk about that either in today's episode or an upcoming episode in the draft and free agency. I think we might talk about who the Titans should go after here soon. But we were talking about all the players that are being released. Saquon Barkley, we'll talk about his top options either today or another day. Baker Mayfield, I mean, I don't know where he'll go. You have any thoughts, Luke, of where he could possibly go?
No.
Yeah. What if he was like I feel like I could see him as a Patriot. It'd be like the opposite. Like he goes from the Bucks then to the Patriots, like unlike Tom Brady where he went to the Patriots then the Bucks. I feel like I could see him being a Patriot. Now, obviously, they're going to probably get a quarterback in the draft this year, which maybe Baker Mayfield serves as like a mentor, kind of not running back, backup quarterback, or maybe he's a starter. So, like a player like, let's say Drake May or JJ McCarthy went to the Patriots. I feel like that could be a really good spot for him to land. Or maybe I don't think he'll go to the Commanders because they have, Sam Howell. But Sam Howell, I honestly, from what I've seen, he's been decently good. But once again, I think this quarterback class this year is just unbelievable. So if it's hard to miss on a quarterback when it's loaded like this, but it's definitely possible. This could be one of those drafts where all these quarterbacks just flow out. They're all hot garbage, but it could also be one of the most talented quarterback classes. You have JJ McCarthy, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, which I have not done too much research on him. I know he's from North Carolina, and he's getting a lot of comparisons to. It might have been Josh Allen.
Is Jalen Milroe in the draft?
Jalen Milroe is not in the draft. I think he said he's staying, which I think is a good decision because more experience for him, and he'll get drafted higher most likely with this draft class being loaded. Oh, and Caleb Williams, which personally I don't know. I feel like this could be one of those things where it's overhyped and he folds under pressure, especially when he's wanting a stake in the ownership of the team he gets to. So he's already like kind of decreasing his stock on his own from just I guess like ego I would say. Any other big names on here? I know Josh Allen got franchise tagged. I think he might have been franchise tagged. I'm not sure. I know what's his name? T. Higgins franchise tagged. Titans were looking at getting him. Obviously, I mean, there's talks. The rumor on the street is that they franchise tagged him so they could trade him here, either trade deadline or before the season starts. I'm not fully sure. I don't know if the Titans, if that's worth going out to get. Maybe go get him next year. Maybe go get him next year. Save that wide receiver spot on the team for him. Save that wide receiver spot. I think that would be a really good move for them to go get T. Higgins. And then what was the other wide receiver? That's Tyler Boyd. There's talks about them getting Tyler Boyd. Is he a free agent this year?
Don't know.
Well, we don't know. We will have to search that up for you. Or either you guys can search that up as well. We can't do everything. But we try. Any other big names? I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, Russell Wilson. I guess we can talk about Russell Wilson. So, Russell Wilson was traded to the Denver Broncos. What year? You know, Luke?
2 years ago, maybe.
2 years ago? I'm not fully sure. I mean, 2 years ago, blockbuster trade. We're looking it up right now. And we're going to see how much they gave for that. Russell Wilson trade details. The Seahawks traded Wilson and a 2022 fourth round draft pick to the Broncos for a 2022 first round pick and a 2022 second round pick, a 2022 fifth round pick, a 2023 first round pick, a 2023 second round pick, and 3 players: tight end Noah Fant, defensive lineman Shelby Harris, and quarterback Drew Lock. So the Broncos gave up 2 years of first rounders. Or is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. 2 years of first rounders, 2 years of second rounders, and a third and a fourth and a fifth. Oh, and their quarterback, and their tight end, and their defensive lineman Shelby Harris, which I don't know how good he's doing. Obviously, the Broncos, it has not panned out, is what we will say. It has not panned out. There was a lot of hype whenever he came in to the Denver Broncos. You already know, Broncos country, let's ride. Now all I'm saying is Broncos country, let's hide. So there are a lot of things. Broncos country, let's cry. Broncos country, let's die. A lot of things have come out. A lot, okay, as I'm going to say, a lot of things have come out. There's an $85 million cap hit on the Broncos for a player they don't even have on their team. They're paying $85 million to. That is insane. Now, if I'm the Broncos, okay, this is what I don't understand. Okay, maybe I'm stupid, but personally, I don't know why you don't keep him and trade him. I guess because only reason I guess is because teams are like, well, we'll just wait for him to get into free agency because this trade isn't going to go through because he's just horrible. Russell Wilson's also 35, I think. I think he's 35, so he doesn't have a lot of time left. He's 35 years old, 1988. He's ancient. I don't think Russell Wilson really has a lot left in the tank. I don't know if he'll retire or not. Maybe he stays at like a backup quarterback, but that's honestly what he's getting the best. There's talks about him going to the Commanders with what's going to be Bill Belichick. That was like the thing. Everybody was like, he's going to go with Bill Belichick to the Commanders. They're going to ball out for like 1 or 2 seasons and build a team around him. That's probably not happening. I don't know where else this guy could go. Do you know, Luke, anywhere Russell Wilson could go?
No.
I really cannot think of a place that he could possibly go to. Oh, dude. Oh, I got a crazy idea. Okay, ready? So Russell Wilson, you know where he played college ball at? Wisconsin. Guess who's got a quarterback over there that might need a little bit of mentoring from a guy that says Bronco Country, let's ride? Could we see Russell Wilson with the cheesehead? I think that is the best landing spot from what I'm thinking of off the top of my head right now. Could he go? And I don't think he'll be the starting quarterback because they're like, well, Jordan Love's already sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 2 or 3 years. Guy out of, was it Utah State? Utah State. and he's looking real good. I mean, he beat our Cowboys, but my Cowboys, not Luke's. We'll talk about that in another thing. We've already talked about it, so check out the episode, guys. I think we did. Maybe it was our Super Bowl podcast. I'm not sure. Go check them all out. I think that would be an amazing place for Russell Wilson to go. Maybe like, what about the Dolphins? I feel like him and Tua would be kind of fire. That would be kind of nice. I feel like they almost remind me kind of the same person. I would think. I don't know where else this guy could go. I don't think he would be in a 49er jersey at all. Like, once again, this guy is probably gonna be a backup at most. Only reason he would start is if like a rookie quarterback they didn't know too much. They're trying to develop him. That'd be the only reason. It'd have to be a horrible quarterback. I don't think he goes back to Seahawks at all. They have Geno Smith. They're looking to possibly take a quarterback, I think. So we'll see what's going on with that. I mean, the Chargers, they have Justin Herbert over there once again, but he's also got to think like he's not going to be starting anywhere. So I don't know why you play unless you think you're going to get that opportunity again. I really can't think of a lot of places for him to land just off the top of the head. Raiders, Jimmy G, who's apparently suspended for the first 2 games of the season, which I forgot about what he did. I guess too good looking is yeah, good looking. You're out for 2 weeks. Sorry, Jimmy. We'll have to search that up at some point. I honestly don't know where this guy could go. He's not going to the Cowboys. I don't think he'll go to the Titans, any of our favorite teams, which I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. He's not going to sign back with the Broncos. That's for sure. that is definitely for sure. Wait, what happens if if they were like, obviously this would not happen, and if it does, episode of the year, Broncos country signs back Russell Wilson, and they still have to pay $85 million cap hit with a new contract but he gets a new contract, so they're paying $85 million in the new contract. Yeah, that would not be too good. I'm trying to think of all the divisions. Maybe the Panthers mentor Bryce Young a little bit. Maybe Falcons. The Falcons are a big place for him to. I think they're going right now. I'm trying to think of teams that are possibly getting a quarterback. Falcons are a big place, big landing spot for a lot of guys. I think it's really possible if Kirk Cousins doesn't go to the Atlanta Falcons. I think what's his name, Russell Wilson could land there for sure. That's definitely a possibility. I would say. I can't really think of a lot of places for him to land. The Saints, they have Derek Carr. Jameis Winston, yeah, that wouldn't really work out too well. Yeah, I don't know. You have anything else?
Broncos country, let's die. Does Caitlin Clark deserve more money if she's if she's the first overall pick in the WNBA? We'll see.
I personally think she deserves a crap ton of money, but she's gonna be making more money if she would have stayed in women's basketball in college, which that's like the normal for people now. I mean, Caleb Williams, he's a junior, right? I think he's a junior, which is insane. We're seeing a lot more juniors because the new whole era of players coming through. They're just that good that they don't even have to play a senior year. Some even their junior year. It's absolutely nuts. Caitlin Clark is projected to make $76,000 as the first overall pick to the Indiana Fever. Do you guys know what the average American income is, guys? I think I looked it up, and I think it was like $60,000. Caitlin Clark is only going to be making like $16,000 more dollars in the average American as the number one. So that is the best women basketball player in the, I guess, rookie in the world. And she's going to be making $76,000. That's the projection, okay? Now, I don't know if you can like bargain for like a new contract, but I honestly doubt that if she would. She doesn't seem like she speaks out that much about anything, but she's definitely got the NIL deals. Now, she's still going to have like sponsorships from like Gatorade, Nike. I don't know what all else she's with. I know she's with Gatorade for sure. Probably a lot of clothing stuff, I would guess. But I mean, she's been making millions off of that, I would think. So she's me. Oh, Hey, Mittens. My cat is apparently I'm not in the recording studio. Back on track, Caitlin Clark. Luke, how much do you think Caitlin Clark deserves?
65, maybe.
Wow. Wait, 65 million or 1,000?
65,000.
1,000. Wow. Luke is definitely not a woman supporter in women's basketball, guys. I think she should at least I don't even know what the average contract is for an NBA player. Let's see. Let's ask Siri. Welcome to Ask Siri, guys. Hey Siri, what is the average NBA contract as a rookie? Let's see it. Scale anywhere from $4 million per game. The average NBA player makes, I think it said $4,000 to $7,000. So WNBA, I will say, the WNBA is probably going to grow the most it ever has once she steps foot on that court or even on that stage, even before. I mean, there's going to be people watching. I think it's going to be like probably the most televised draft they've ever done, if it's even on television, which I think it is. But I don't know. It's definitely on YouTube, probably. If not some channel, some sort. You know how to find it, guys. But I think the Indiana Fever are definitely going to get a lot of fans for sure. That's if she goes number one. But I cannot think of a single other basketball player, mostly because I don't know any women's basketball players. I think Kelsey Plum, and then that's like the only one I know. And there's like some other girl that came out like in the draft as like a most hyped player, and now it's Caitlin Clark coming out of the draft. Not the draft, but out of college, going into the draft. So I think she deserves more money. Luke apparently thinks less of women's basketball. Luke, let's ask Luke a question. All right, Luke, do you think you could beat Caitlin Clark in a one-on-one, first to 21, win by 2?
No, probably not.
Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I was about to say, if he says yes, we're gonna line it up. Caitlin Clark is coming, and we've got a basketball court here at the studio, right across the street. Mostly because we don't have enough for a basketball goal. But Luke, do you think you could score a point on Caitlin Clark?
Yes, at least 2 points.
Are we dunking?
No.
Oh, hey, Luke's a little humble. I'm scoring 50. I'm good. I think I would get bodied, absolutely destroyed. So, I mean, give us your guys' answers in the polls, guys. Alrighty, let's get into some, I guess, sad news for us. A lot of childhood players, I guess, of ours have retired. I know we're not that old, but most notably, Jason Kelsey announced his retirement yesterday. He announced his retirement yesterday. I don't know how old he is. He's got to be like 30, 35, 36, I think. He played 13 seasons in the NFL, was selected to 7 Pro Bowls, was in the playoffs 7 times, and played in 2 Super Bowls. He won one against the Patriots. No, who'd they beat when the Eagles beat with the Philly Special?
They did beat the Patriots. Yeah.
See, I'm so correct. I'm so smart, aren't I, Luke?
With Nick Foles as the quarterback.
With Nick Foles, so, and they also had Jason Kelsey snapping the ball to him. Jason Kelsey played in, guess how many games? Did you already see it? Guess how many games he played in, Luke?
130 something.
193 games. I was way off. Luke, what do you think about Jason Kelsey's career?
Epic.
I thought I was about to repeat what he said about Taylor Lewan. He's a lot of people. He wasn't really that good to me, but for some people he was. play the clip right now, y'all. Play the clip.
And Lewan, he did play for the Titans, and for me, he wasn't really all that great, but to some people, he was. Hold up. Did we just say Taylor Lewan wasn't a great left tackle? This dude, what?
All right, there it was, guys. That was, hey, go check that short on the YouTube. Taylor Lewan is a Titans legend, I think is what it's called. go subscribe to the YouTube as well, and go check out the Instagram. I don't know if we'll be posting Instagram reels on stuff that goes on like during the podcast, other than like behind the scenes stuff. You already know what we've been up to. So once again, go follow it again. We're gonna be shouting this out a lot. Jason Kelsey, I think I saw something today on Instagram. Once again, go follow Instagram of Travis Kelsey was at the retirement like announced press conference. It was like an hour long or something. Whenever I looked out, I was like, oh, I'll watch this, but I was like, it's probably gonna be like 10-15 minutes. And it was like a whole hour, which I don't know if that's really normal for it to be like a whole hour, but especially with that good a player, you need a whole hour, maybe more for sure. But he had a friendship bracelet on, which if you guys don't know, it's like Taylor Swift's like whole thing. I actually have one and it has 87 on it because I went to the what's it called? Eras Tour, yeah. What Luke said. And I wore a Travis Swift like handmade shirt. I like ironed on like the jersey numbers. I put 87 and I ironed on Swift. Well, I didn't. Mom did. Shout out to you, Mom. Never listened to this. If you're listening to this, come over to me and slap me on the back, okay? So I know that you heard it. Oh, here she comes. Oh no. Jason Kelsey retires, and there's also another player, Josh Donaldson. Very sad. Definitely one of the more heated players. He played on the Athletics, Blue Jays. Who else did he recently play? Was it Phillies?
I know he played on the Braves.
He played on the Braves too. Yeah, Luke's a Braves fan. He would know that.
Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, Minnesota Twins. I feel like there might have been one Athletics. I know he played
and
on.
He played on New York Yankees.
Oh yeah, he did play on the. That might have been where he last played. He played a lot of seasons on. I don't know the full thing. I don't know if he won a ring at all. Did he? He didn't win it with the Braves, did he? Don't think so.
No.
Yeah, Luke knows. Luke knows. You know they got Bo knows. Luke knows. Okay. Ro knows. Bo knows. Luke knows. Get the t-shirts out right now, y'all. Yep. And it's gonna say "got him" on the bottom because Luke what? Got him. Got him. You already know. Josh Donaldson retires. We also have a lot of people being released. Saquon Barkley. Well, he wasn't technically released. Technically he was. But he just wasn't. He just didn't sign back. So, and no franchise tag on him. Saquon Barkley, Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs, or at least the big names, I guess, that we've got on here other than what we said at the first part of the podcast episode. So a lot of players. Josh Allen was franchise tagged as well. So the other Josh Allen on the Jaguars, linebacker.
On the Bills.
No, not on the Bills. Don't listen to Luke. Luke does not know on this. This is the one time Luke does not know. Okay, right, Luke?
Sure.
So Saquon Barkley, where is his top landing spots? Luke, you have any teams that you would like to see him play on?
Not really.
Not really. Could we possibly see Saquon Barkley on the Titans, Luke?
Maybe.
Anything to back it up?
He's great.
He's great. And you know, the Titans have great players. All right, when I say Titans, you say great players. Titans.
Awful players.
No, Luke. Okay. Guys. When I say Titans, you say great players. Titans.
Great players.
That's right, baby. That's right. You already know. Titans.
Great players.
Cowboys. Yeah, there's nothing. Luke couldn't get out words. They're just that bad. Saquon Barkley on the Cowboys, maybe? I don't think so. We already have a decently good running back class, or running back roster. Rico Dowdle, I think, is good. Tony Pollard's good, but I would love to see. I would take Saquon, other than like his injuries. That's like the one thing that's really going to kill him. The Commanders were on the list, I think, of his top landing spots as well. The Jets, Breece Hall, no. Falcons, nope, Bijan. Patriots, I think that actually was a possibility. I think I did see. Possibly. Dude, what if you went like on the Bills or something? Go for like a ring? I think the Chiefs definitely are a no-no. Unless he wants to be like a dual court running back system. He wants to quarterback with Isaiah Pacheco, who is going to get a massive contract, or they're going to be on these release things or not sign back here in the next few years. Dude runs like an angry man, that's for sure. Jamal Adams, I don't know how old he is. I don't know where we possibly could see him. Ooh, what about the Titans?
No.
Speaking of Titans safeties, did you hear this, Luke? You know what I'm about to say?
Kevin Byard got released.
Kevin Byard was released like sometime this week. Kevin Byard was released. So technically now, the Titans have won the trade. If you really think the Titans have won the trade, they gave up, well, I guess Kevin Byard, and they got like a 4th rounder and then like a Terrell Emmons or either Tremaine Emmons.
Something like that.
So I think it might have been Terrell. I know there's 2 brothers, so and one plays linebacker and one plays safety. Yeah, and we got the safety, so we're gonna have to look that up. But I think they've won the trade at this point. Could we see? I wonder if we'll see Kevin Byard back on the Titans, or will he retire?
I would love that
You would love him to retire,
to be on the Titans again.
be on the Titans again. Yeah, that would be really cool. I can't think of any particular teams that need a safety right now, other than I guess the Titans. Other than Terrell Emmons, unless we don't have that guy, maybe we have the linebacker. I don't know really who we have at this point. Quandre Diggs was also released, the free safety on the Seattle Seahawks. Once again, I don't know where this guy's going to go. I really don't know. That's basically all we've got for y'all today. We will be talking a lot. We got a lot of stuff that we just couldn't get to today. But we have a lot of stuff ready for this offseason. Once again, if you guys are an athlete, please reach out to us on Instagram, the Champ Pod. You guys know how to get a hold of me, guys. You'll figure it out, okay? If you know me personally, reach out to me. If you guys know someone that knows me personally, reach out to them to reach out to me. I got y'all, okay? If you ever see us, say what's up. Unless I watch the Champ Pod, which I don't think we'll see that, but definitely come say hi, for sure. Once again, go follow the Champ Pod on Instagram, the Champ Podcast called the Champ Pod. Look it up, guys. It'll be the first thing that pops up on Instagram. DM us for anything you guys want to talk about on the show. We usually record every Tuesday around 4. So if you guys want to send in something, or you guys want to send us in a voice message, make sure to send it in before then. If you guys don't get it out that time, send it in the next week. We got y'all. You can send it in anytime. We'll look at it. Go join the Discord. Go join the Champ Discord server. The link is in the description, y'all. We are chatting up in there. You guys can also be on the show. There's a podcast waiting room in there, and we drag you in every Tuesday unless we don't film on that day. Once again, if you guys want updates, follow the Instagram, join the Discord. We probably won't post updates on YouTube. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Go subscribe to YouTube, the Champ Podcast. If you can't find it on that, go to the Instagram and then click the link on there. Or you can look up the Champ Podcast, Isaiah, or Champ Podcast, Luke. Both ways. Thank you guys so much for listening. You guys have anything else to say? Have anything else to say, Luke?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Go follow the podcast. Share it to all your friends. Anything else?
Got him.
Titans,
Best players.
have good players. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Peace out.
We're the champs. Yeah.